So everyone, hope you're having an awesome day. I am getting some resin mixed up while I'm making sure I can see what YALLs is they're saying. So if you weren't here yesterday, I was gifted a piece of Larimar or Laramite for my birthday. And so I am trying to recreate this look. And let me show you what I did yesterday. Try to get this put back in here. So, not what I'm watching. That's what I'm watching. So, this is what I did yesterday, which isn't the worst, but I feel like I could do better. This is just straight up with epoxy. And I think it looks not bad for having never fiddled with it before. But I'm going to try to do it another way as well today. So I'm going to do a little bit of airbrush. Jeff isn't even here to witness. Hey guys. So let me bring you around, over here to this airbrush area. I went ahead and did a little, sorry for all the movement. I went ahead and fully did this before the live so that I could just jump in, but I wanted to show you guys what I did to do this. So I have like a blank one prepped. On that last one, I drew out the lines a little bit, but I'm not really going to do that on this one because, hey y'all, Happy New Year. I'm not going to do that on this one because this is just kind of to show you what I did on the first one that I'm going to actually be doing resin on. So I am using an Iwata airbrush with golden pigments. And it'd probably be best if you kind of drew out what you wanted at first, or at least have a reference. This is an Iwata Eclipse. Yep. And I'm using a California Tools Ultra Quiet Oil-Free Air Compressor, number 8010A. However, it is not ultra quiet. I think that's a stretch, but whatever. Okay. So let me show you guys, since I showed you my references before everybody came in. So these are kind of my references. This is what I'm really looking at. See how all of the lines are kind of rounded? I mean, there's a couple points like there, but ultimately they're kind of rounded corners. And it's almost like a turtle shell type bowie. It's almost like a tortoise shell type pattern. It's a beautiful stone. I'm not entirely 100% sure if it's Larimar, Laramite, and then there's like 4 other ways to say it or spell it. So anyways, so you can see it's kind of like a tortoise shell. So I'm just gonna leave one of these up. So for a moment, I'm not gonna be, isn't that beautiful? That's exactly dark turquoise. I could do that. I did a soapstone that looked almost exactly like this one time. And that's also the same stone, but it's like softer. And also I want to do one that has red in it because you'll know that my jam is the red and aqua. And this one has like, it reminds me of when I used Ocean Coat. So anyways, I'm just gonna leave one of these up as a reference. For the moment, I cannot see what you guys are saying in the chat, so refer to the mods for just a minute. I'm just gonna do a couple of lines on this so you guys can see. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't really know. I'm not a professional airbrusher artist. That is my husband, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So, what I kind of did on the last one was kind of draw out a line like this. Maybe I should put you guys on the other side, actually. Maybe easier to see on this side. So you could do this for any marble look, I think, in my opinion. Sorry for all the movement. Trying to get you guys the best vantage point. So I'm doing edges, not rounded, like not curves, but they're not like sharp edges. They're like a gradual edge. And then I just kind of make a rounded shape, not squares. But you can throw in some triangles. And then I kind of just keep going off of those and keeping my points kind of rounded. I don't know if you guys can see right here where I kind of came up a little high. It actually looks more natural if you have a whole bunch of different sizes, shapes, and then thicknesses of your lines. So some lines I may come in a little bit closer and let the lines be thinner. May have some that are just more opaque. So yeah. On the one I'm actually going to add resin on, I went ahead and did the entire thing in this shape, or this shapes. I did the whole deal, but you could do just part of it. You could do all of it, obviously. But I'm only going to do this bit down here because I already have one of these painted to show you guys what the process is going to be for today. So yeah, that's all I did to create the background. Meow. Let's get on to the actual resin. So As you can see, I went ahead and did a whole one with varying sizes. Of that tortoise shell look. You can see some of my pencil lines still, but this is just for kind of getting my thought process around doing this type of stone look. So it's okay if it's not all the way perfect. I've got to finish mixing up this little bit of resin, but I don't want you guys to have to just look at one thing, so voila. That's what we did yesterday. If you like how that looks, make sure you check out yesterday's video and subscribe, because that way you can always see what we're doing. Oh, I almost just died. I almost fell. Okay, well, that can fall. I don't know where my cup of alcohol is for my automated mixer, but oh, it's over there right next to where I was. That makes sense. After every time I use this mixer, I just swirl it around in alcohol, thusly. And it works. Also, I found out that I thought that the resin would stick to it because it's like a 3D print plastic type of material, but it actually peels right off of it, so that's handy. Where's my this? Okay. Make sure you guys have a good view, and we'll get started. Bowie, enough. He just has a lot to say today. My little fluffy face. Okay. So, thank you, Lisa. What's up, Glam in a Tea? How you doing? So, see, it mixes really well. It's not a lot of bubbles, but it doesn't get the sides. So, I always have to just kind of stir in this last bit. And you can see the fairy floss in it. I hope you can. That swirl that's in there, not supposed to be there. If you see that, you need to mix a little bit longer. Also, don't forget that I have a class coming up in Pasadena. If you would like to join me, shoot me an email and I'll give you a $50 discount code. Especially if you join both classes, I have a discount code for Marcy's as well. It's the end of January, Pasadena, California. I'm going to be teaching oceans and geodes. Also, all the colors I use here today, as of filming, I carry in my shop. You can get all of it at artisttilldeath.com. The link is down in the description box. Also, I'm going to be refurbing my description box because it's kind of jumbled. Thank you, Vamp, for bringing it to my attention and reminding me every day that I need to fix it. Love y'all. Also, I need to redo my website. If any of you guys do website design, hit me up. You're doing a mystery box. Mystery boxes get extra scratch-offs. Okay. So now that I have my resin mixed, which was so much easier than having to full mix for the whole minutes that it's supposed to be, and I got to do other things in the meantime, we're working on getting a link for the mixer with a stand. The mixer by itself is on Amazon. We have it in our description box if you're interested. Okay, so I'm going to use the same colors I did yesterday, but be more careful about not making them opaque. Get some white and some gold. I'm actually not doing all the colors I did yesterday because I'm leaving out that deep blue color. I think I'm going to use just more drops of Bondi. What's up, BB? How you doing? Okay, main color is going to be a watered down Kimmy Shimmer. It is by Color Passion. It is beautiful. And I'm almost out of it. I've been pulling paste out of this specific, you know what? We're doing this. Just easier than kind of trying to dig out all that. So now I'm going to have to do both boards because this is not going to be translucent at all. Isn't that a pretty pearl color? All right. I'm trying to work with all translucents because I do have this underpainting that I went ahead and added. And if it's not translucent, then you won't be able to see it. So all the work you did would be kind of pointless, yeah? There we go. So it's got a hue of the color, but you can still fully see through it. Perf. And it still has that pearlescent awesome to it. I think this is a great color option for what we're shooting for. Okay, so I'm going to do, that's fun. Keep your squeeze top on so that you don't end up with that. Where's this? We're just going to have a dark blue spot on there, and that's fine. Nothing is perfect in nature, right? That's what I hear. I don't know. So our tints are super translucent, fully transparent. You can add just a couple drops to have a light shade or a few more drops for a deeper shade. No matter how many drops you add, they will always be transparent or translucent. I love them so much, and it doesn't take a whole lot of them, of colorant to get the tones where you want them. This, not opening. So that didn't sound exactly like a quiet compressor, but maybe it's more quiet than others. Who knows? Who's to say? This gold is called Rich Gold Shimmer. It is by Color Obsession. It is one of my favorite golds to use. It does this weird selling thing all on its own. So I think it'll be a great addition to this piece. In fact, I'm going to show you guys what this stuff does before I get into it. I'm going to show you on this. If I can get the right angle. So it kind of just does stuff without intending to. Oh my goodness, that's why. The wrong way. Okay. Look at all that action that it just does. Wish you guys could see that. Well, there you could see. Beep, 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 beep. The cells in that. And down here. Does beautiful stuff. Okay. Now we need some whites. This little one is going to be opaque white. I am using titanium from just Resin. It is my favorite white paste for most any application. It's heavy, it's very opaque, doesn't take a lot, and it's awesome. Okay, what's the other thing I was gonna do? Make just a little bit of a milky, translucent Kimmy shimmer, like I tried to do yesterday, but failed. Made it too opaque. So we're gonna start with a translucent Kimmy shimmer, translucent check, and then just a little bit of white. I'm just using the colors that I already mixed. Sweet. So it looks like that. Still see through it, but it has a great milky hue to it. I actually may need a little bit more of that. So I'm going to put some clear in it, and if it goes too translucent, we'll just add more of what we just used to make it. All right. So just like I did the other day, yesterday, I'm going to pre-edge some of these lines with a white paste. I don't know if this does anything really. But in my head, it's a good idea, so I'm doing it. It could just cover up all of what I already have, but we'll find out together. I wish someone would hire me to do a look kind of like this on their countertops. If you're out there watching and you want something unique, hit me up. I'm kind of just going over the ones that have too much pencil showing. But I don't want to use all the white that I made, so I'm just gonna trail this off. Just like that. Maybe a little bit right here, just like that. Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay. Nope. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of gold on some of this under paint. Don't know if it's gonna do anything that's gonna be pretty, but in the off chance that it looks good, I'm just gonna rub some onto some areas. Just on the inside though. Okay, I don't know what that's gonna do, but I feel like it's an underpainting and it's gonna be awesome. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to reference photos, so if you have a question, refer to mods because I can't see both at the same time. All right. I love Bondi. I swear I would wear Bondi. I would live in Bondi. I just love the color. This doesn't look very... Put a little bit more color in this. Ooh. Okay, so it looks fun when I just swirl in some of the other colors, so I'm just going to do more of that. But I still don't want it to be opaque, so I'm trying to be careful. There, so it looks like this. Okay. I'm just trying to blend it all out. So it's becoming obvious to me at this juncture that I should have painted those, the underpainting with the airbrush more opaque, because it's kind of hard to see. I'm just putting everything that I kind of scrape off into this dirty pour cup. So it looks more like realistic-y than yesterday's. And you can see those undertones. You guys tell me if it looks right to have these overdrawn shapes, or if I should just kind of leave it as a finish all on its own. From the camera, it looks like I should proceed with this, but I'm not 100% sure, so you guys tell me. I'm only really doing it on the areas that the underpainting is kind of faded. Not faded, but kind of blended out. Oh yeah, Glam? That's awesome. Hey Clara, how are you feeling? Yeah, I think if it was super wide underneath, it would look better without having these like upper painted lines. So maybe I'm just gonna blur them out with a heat gun. Yeah, the white is going to sink and look good. Just gotta wait for that to happen. And that is so difficult for me to just let it live and see what it's gonna do. Also, I'm not sure about the gold, but I'm gonna add just some gold because it's gold. Who doesn't like having gold in a piece? Hi, Bee. It's alive. So, bye, Vamp. So I'm gonna let this settle and I will show you guys tomorrow how it turns out. But I'm going to take you guys down for a close-up so you can see what we're working with. I saw a few that had like swishes. I'd probably wear like the rock is cut. So I wanted to incorporate some of those. So let me know down in the comments if you are going to attempt to do this look. What you would change from my version to your version. I think, do I like this swoosh of white? Does it just stand out? Probably stands out too much. So, did I get close? What would you change? Are you going to give it a shot? And yeah, I'm going to keep at it. I also was toying with the idea of just dropping in clear. I hope I don't mess anything up, but to like further accentuate the shape of these, but to do that, you have to really ensure that nothing is gonna shift, and I cannot do that in my house. I have dust-free zone, but it's not the most level dust-free zone. So yeah, I am gonna keep at it till I figure it out. Let me know your guys' thoughts. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, because it helps our channel to grow. Look at that gold. That shimmery sparkle that you see in there was just from using that little bit of Kimmy Shimmer. I have all these colors in-house. The Bondi Blue Tint, which is that darker shade. Titanium White, which I never have in-house. The Rich Gold Shimmer, which is one of the colors that I think everybody should have in their repertoire on their shelf. So yeah, comment, let me know what you think. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another live. Comment down below what you want me to try to paint. And yeah, you guys be kind to one another, because you never know what someone's going through. Buy some stuff from my shop.
And always remember, we do the test,
so you don't have to, including when it comes to Laramite, Larimar, Larry, and Daryl. I don't know how to say it still, but I'm digging it. You guys have an awesome night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, I gotta show you guys my Bobo. There's some Bobo. I mean, BB. Always the director. Love him. Be about it. We'll see you guys later. Bye.